What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we're going to be talking about Workhorse and Lordstown motor. Are they going to hit 52-week highs within the next few days or next week? I'm also going to be doing a stock market recap and some important new reports we need to be watching out for tomorrow. And there's a stock that we're going to be talking about that's recently been attacked by a short seller, ticker symbol Blink. We're going to go over exactly if that could potentially affect the stock price. The stock has been aggressively going to the upside, so I'm going to cover important information and what could potentially happen within the next few days. So make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Before we get into the video, I appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. So as you can see over here, we got a Workhorse stock that recovered from the support area approximately right around $15, and it's basically doubling from $15 close to $30. So the 52-week high for this company is $30.99. So it's around like $4 away from hitting that price point. So you also look at Lordstown motor stock, it's relatively the same price point, $28.68. So they can potentially hit new 52 highs because there's a lot of momentum coming out right now for Lordstown motor and also for Workhorse and also all of the other EV companies that we talked about, like AYRO. We got Candy that also hit, it broke out significantly to the upside. Blink, which I'm going to be talking about. So there's a lot of momentum for these electric vehicle companies. So the other thing that can make the stock price go higher is that there's a lot of institution buying going on right now. So when we look at ARK Invest, a few days ago we talked about ARK Invest was holding above 1 million shares. Right now that increased to 1.1 million shares, more than that, and the position increased to the 10th position. So that is a lot. When last time we talked about it, it was at 14. So they've been buying it, and also other institutions are also buying Workhorse stock. So that is a really great sign. So the momentum is not just dependent upon the USPS contract. So that is one of the greatest things you want to be looking out for. Of course, there's a lot of people that got involved in the company just for the USPS contract. And also there's a lot of people that are actually involved in it for the long term. But if you got involved in it, $15 over here support area, you basically double your money. So it's ideal if you wanted to lock in your profits. If you're somebody that got in it, to swing trade and things like that, it doesn't hurt because it's really getting close to the 52-week high. At least you sold right close at the 52-week high. You can wait for a few days. It can potentially make a new 52-week high. Also we're getting closer to the end of the year, and we might see, some news reports coming out about the USPS contract and some of the other information that can definitely make the stock higher. But if you want to lock in your profits or sell half, it's ideal because you're selling close to the 52-week high price point. So that is really great. The other thing that you can also do is put in a trailing stop loss. So that basically means that if the stock drastically drops, that's going to automatically going to sell your position, and you're not going to be losing. If the stock, declines fast, like over here within a matter of days, the stock price went to the downside. So that is the other thing that you can possibly do. So for RIDE, also the same thing. The stock is close to the 52-week high. That 52-week high for RIDE is $31.80. So it's only a few dollars away from it. And if you also got involved in it when it was dipping right around over here, you can sell some half and lock in your profits or set a stop loss order. So you'll be able to take advantage of the opportunity. Of course, if this momentum continues, these stocks can definitely go higher and higher and higher. So that is one of the main things you need to be looking at. For the other stock that we talked about, of course, is Blink Charging. Now, this stock has been an aggressive move to the upside. There's a lot of buying going on right now. As you can see, the volume just increasing every single day. Even today, the stock, traded 77.6 million shares, and there's a lot of aggressive buying going on. So one of the well-known short sellers that attacked NEO stock came after Blink. Now, this is Citron Research, what they tweeted about Blink. New most ridiculous EV stock is Blink. No money for R&D management, accused of securities fraud, no real revenues, except a massive diluted deal soon so management can continue to deceive public. This should trade right back to 10 where it is still overpriced, too schemy. And they also said that for Blink investors who were naive for same market cap of Blink, you can by charge point, 3% market share. Considering market penetration, Blink should be at $1 per share. Consider SBE spent $70 million on RD and Blink 0. So that is their comparison over here, 73. Blink has made no progress expanding downloads or network in years. A total commodity product with no brand. It is an insult to other EV makers to even mention Blink as an EV stock. Lowest form of shareholders base. This is a one bill joke. So they came out and said that a few days ago. Also, they talked about Solo, why it's a crappy company, and the stock price really did not get affected by it. But a few days ago, when the same thing happened to Solo, it sold off a little bit to the downside, and we talked about it a few days ago. Of course, they're going to be doing an offering, and Solo stock sold off to the downside because they were doing offering, and they're going to be raising capital, so that was negative to the downside. But Blink charging just keep going higher and higher, so we just have to wait for them to announce offering. Of course, that was going to happen pretty soon in the future, but the stock just really continues going higher and higher, so there's a lot of momentum going on right now. And ideally, if you're up a lot, of course, for your long-term investors, holding it. But if you're up a lot, just take a lock in your profits or set some stop loss orders and things like that, so you can lock in your profits. So we also talk about ticker symbol AYRO. The stock is up 31.03% to the upside. They made a new 52-week high today. We were talking about it. This was the lagger of all the EV stocks. There was potential for it to make a new 52-week high. It made the new 52-week high, and also they also announced they're going to be doing an offering. So the stock really took it pretty well. So that was really surprising. So as I mentioned on yesterday's video, even though they say they might take it negatively, and it depends upon how the investors take it. So if they believe in the company in the future and things like that, the stock really does not mind if they do an offering. Let's say like Tesla or even NIO did several offerings within the past few months. When you look back, they did an offering, the stock, sold off a little bit, but they recovered and they continue to go up, But these companies, of course, people are investing in it for the long term. There's a lot of momentum going on right now. So there's a lot of hype, that's really fantastic that this stock is really holding up really strong over there. So we'll see how things unfold. We also talked about Candy, which is KNDI. So this is one of the stocks that we talked about that could potentially double too. So it had a phenomenal day today, which was up another 23.8%. So all of these stocks are just up like 20, 30, 48% of the upside. So a lot of people are making a lot of money. It's really fantastic for all the people that are invested in electric vehicle companies, to rack in the profits right now. So you never know what will happen in the next few days, but you just have to really enjoy the moment right now. If you want to lock in your profits or set some stop loss orders and things like that, or trailing stop loss orders, definitely set in and just really enjoy, the momentum that's coming in right now. So now let's talk about what happened to the overall stock market. As you can see over here, we have Apple stock that's down minus 2.97%. Amazon sold off a little bit to the downside. Microsoft, Google, Facebook, the big giant companies like Netflix, all these companies are not performing very well. But when you look at energy and the financials, they've been performing very, very well. Money is really flowing to these companies, and we're seeing a lot of transition, a lot of rotation, money flowing into these main companies. So that's fantastic. We also had positive news that came out about another vaccine that said that they have 74% effectiveness to battle COVID-19. So that is really great too. So the momentum is growing. Of course, it's going to be a holiday week this week, so definitely keep on a lookout. The volume might decrease, of some stocks, some trading and things like that after when we get closer to the holidays, So, but let's talk about what are some important reports, economic events that can potentially affect the stock market for tomorrow. So for Tuesday, November 24, we have at 9 a.m. We have the National Home Price Index year-over-year change. It's going to be for the period of September. The previous was 5.7%. At 10 a.m., we got the Consumer Confidence Index for the period of November. The previous was 109, and the median forecast is 97.3. At noon and at 12:45 p.m., we got Fed President speaking. So we have the New York Fed President John Williams and also the Fed Vice President Richard is going to be speaking tomorrow at these specific hours, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Just watch out for all these EV stocks. There's a lot of momentum going on. That's really fantastic. If you want to lock in your profits, as I mentioned, it's really great to lock in profits and sell half or do whatever you need to do at this current moment. So if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. If you want to sign up for Webull or support the channel on Patreon, or use Webull. All links available in the description box. But I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it. Have a wonderful day.